My name is Bishara Hamo. I am a survivor of female genital mutilation activist. As a person who went through this horrendous practice and also who is fighting to end this act, I want to talk about it and also to demonstrate how this thing is carried out in my community. Female genital mutilation is an atrocity which destroys the lives of young girls who grow up to be women in physical agony, forever haunted. Violation of their bodies, which was imposed upon them by the people who believe in ancient, distorted traditional. You see, it is a custom for a very young female child to be lowered in a village hut by the women who are and have been suffering this injustice as much as the poor child will now face its life. Using blunt, dirty, and sanitized equipment. In some parts, they also use a shade of glass, rock, or even fingernails. The girls have their private parts cut off internally at great duress. Then they're sewn up together, again living the girl's entire life tattered both physically and mentally. The reason as to why they do this practice is to prepare a girl for marriage, to preserve family honor. They believe by cutting those organs, the girl will be free from itching and also to avoid genital impurities, which they believe unless those parts will be removed, it will be forever unclean and much more longer. And also they want to have a respected girl so that they can prepare for marriage. According to the community, if a girl fails to perform this procedure, she will be seen as less attractive, no one will marry her, she will be stigmatized, they believe she cannot control herself, and even she will be called names. That's why they are doing this practice.
The girl will remove her clothes and wrap herself with a lasso tied edges around her shoulder. Her legs are spread wide open and her limbs held down as her hands are behind her back. At this point, the girl is blindfolded. The cutter will pull out her clitoris with her index finger and thumb and cut it off. Afterward, the cutter applies herbal powder on the affected area to make bleeding stop and also to avoid infection and soothing as per the beliefs.
I'm going to take you through the process. This is what we are going to use, this tool. We normally use 3-leg stool, but now we have this. The cutter will sit on this. This is a herbal medicine, water. This is a piece of cloth we are going to use for blindfold. And this one is lasso. And here we have a hole. We are going to put burning charcoal and this herbal medicine. This process is done by women, in some cases midwife, between age 50 and above, and trained women. The process is usually done with the non-medical procedure, and children are between 5 to 15, in some cases 7 years to 12 years. In some part, they find themselves, they have already circumcised. We are going to start with this girl. She's 11 years old. So here is our lasso. We do like this. At this point, she will be naked. So we have blindfold her. This is the midwife, the cutter. She will be going to assist with 2 of this and me. In some cases, it depends on the age of a child. If a child is less than 10 years, she will assist her with only 2 people. But if she's above 7, 8, or above 10. She will going to assist by, I think, 4 or 5 women. Okay. She's holding a razor blade. This one, they can use it for on 3 or 4. Then she's going to pull out, then she's going to cut. Okay. At this case, she's going to bleed excessively. Sometimes it can cost her life. This procedure, they use without anesthesia. By the way, any woman can be a cutter. As long as she believes in herself, she has courage and self-confidence. That is what they see as a life-saving act. After they cut, we will remove the blindfold. We use this piece of cloth to tie up a leg. Mami, songa kidogo. Weka hivi. This is a burnt charcoal. We are going to put it here. It is used for soothing. Immediately after we cut, we are going to mix this, then apply to our genitalia. After that, here is our hole. We are going to put burning charcoal here. There is this one. This is herbal medicine. It will prevent her from infection. That is what they believe.
The girl is now made to sit on the hole, which has burning charcoal and herbal medicine to make the wound dry and heal faster. This is to be repeated both in the morning and evening for 3 to 4 days.
She's going to smile this one. This is our hole. Now she's going to sit on this for medication. At least twice a day. Evening, in the morning, and in the evening. She will going to sit on this hole for 3 days. Or sometimes for 7 days. It depends on the way she may heal. So she's going to sit early in the morning, then evening. Then the one thing they don't know, it has a disadvantage. Because sometimes they get blister around our private parts, and it is not good for our health. I cannot tell the extent of the damage this horrendous practice has on female psyche and their bodies. Please help me to make it stop.